Determine the quadratic function for the given graph. We're given a parabola that is opening upward, has a vertex at the point 1, -32, passes through the y-axis at the point 0, -30, and intersects the x-axis at the following points, -3, 0, and 5, 0. When you know the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola and the coordinates of one other point that the parabola passes through, you can use the formula f of x is equal to a times the quantity x minus h, that quantity squared, plus k, to find the equation of that quadratic function. We are shown in the graph that the coordinates of the vertex is at the point 1, -32. Therefore, we know that h is equal to 1 and k is equal to -32. We can also see that the parabola passes through the point 0, -30. 0, -30. We can use those values to substitute into the formula for x and also f of x. So we will let 0 be x and we will let -30 be equal to f of x. So substituting those values into our function, f of x is equal to -30, and that must equal a, which we'll be solving for, times the quantity x minus h. X is equal to 0 minus h is equal to 1, that quantity squared, plus k. So plus k, which is -32. And now let's solve this equation for a. We have -30 is equal to a times 0 minus 1, which is -1, but -1 squared is equal to +1. And then we have minus 32. Solving for a, we have -30 equals a minus 32. Adding 32 to both sides of the equation yields that a is equal to 2. Now that we have our value for a, we can find our quadratic function. F of x will now equal a, which we now found as 2, times the quantity x minus h. H is equal to 1, that quantity squared, plus k. Again, it was plus -32, so we will write it as minus 32. So here's one correct answer. Here is the function for our quadratic function. F of x equals 2 times the quantity x minus 1, that quantity squared, minus 32. Or if we choose to expand this expression, we could also write f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 4x minus 30.